welcome back to my nursery. So it is Sunday evening, early evening, and I definitely wanted to come back by today and do another video. And today, as you can see, for those of you who know this baby, of course, it is Gabriel, my little Gabriel. He is Andrew by Claire Taylor Dolls. And he is definitely a very special baby in my nursery, as most of you who follow my channel, he's saying hi to y'all. You know, he is the longest standing baby in my nursery to date. So he, as I said, is Andrew by Claire Taylor Dolls. He is an edition doll by Claire Taylor, meaning he was all done from start to finish by sculptor and master artist Claire Taylor Dolls. So I brought him home originally back in 2017. He came into my nursery and he did leave me twice and came back. I just had to have him back. He's been back with me now since 2019, Thanksgiving of 2019. He came home the last time and he has been here ever since. So today I wanted to come change him out of this sleeper because he's been in it, I want to say, for at least 2 weeks or so. So I figured I would come and feed him and change him and all of that good stuff and change him into something else. And what I'm going to be changing him into today, that is KY personal lubricant that I just put on his bottle nipple, and it makes the bottle just easily go in the silicone baby's mouth, so that way you're not like rubbing the nipple all on your silicone baby's gloss on their lips or their paint. And that is safe to use. It's water-based, so it doesn't do anything to the paint on the baby's lips or the gloss. And I know I see a lot of silicone dolls or mommies complaining or collectors complaining that their dolls' lips will peel, like the gloss or the paint will start peeling. That is usually due to us putting bottles in the doll mouth, the nipples, or pacifiers constantly. We want to give our dolls pacifiers. So I found for years now, I've used the KY personal lubricant. You can use the gel or the liquid as long as it's water-based. That's the main thing. You don't want to use anything that has oil or like petroleum jelly. I've seen people use Vaseline. I wouldn't use any of those things. You want to use something that's water-based, like the lubricant. It doesn't have to be the name brand KY. It could be the one out of any store. Like, they have their own brands of personal lubricant, as long as it's water-based. That's the main thing. Like, even the dollar store sells a lubricant. It could be any brand, long as it's water-based. Don't get anything that says baby oil or petroleum jelly, nothing with oil in it, because that's what actually makes the paint start to peel, and the gloss, it starts to break it down because those all have oils in them. Also, you want to use a silicone nipple in your doll's mouth, your silicone babies, whether it's silicone bottle nipples, silicone pacifiers. You want to kind of stick to silicone, not latex or rubber, because those also break down, like latex and rubber breaks down the silicone paint and gloss, breaks down silicone. It reacts silicone and latex or rubber. So you don't want to use those type of pacifiers in your silicone babies' mouths. Just while I'm thinking to mention that, I don't think I've mentioned that in a long time. Like, this is a silicone nipple, all silicone. and it was made by Clear Taylor for her dolls. So you can definitely find most bottles now come with silicone nipples and pacifiers. So those are best to use with your doll just to kind of preserve their lips and the paint and the gloss on their lips. So this little guy, he is now 9 years old, this baby, and he will be 10 in October. So in a couple of months from now, this baby will be 10 years old. Like, I can't believe he is, you know, still in pristine condition at, you know, almost 10 years old. So I am definitely very happy to have him in my collection and to still have him in my collection. I was very blessed to get him back when he left. You know, he's left a couple of times, like I said, and I just was so, and still am so bonded to this baby. Each time I just regretted letting him go and wanted him back. So I'm very happy to still have him in my collection. And the last time, like I said, when he came home, I was like, I'm not letting go of this baby again. I feel like he's just a special baby to me, and he's very rare also. He is number 4 in the Andrew edition of dolls. It's only 5 of them, and he is Andrew number 4, so it's not a lot of them. And usually Clear Taylor, when she does her edition dolls, she makes the editions really small. There's usually only like 5 in the editions, and sometimes she might do like an artist proof, or I think that's what you call it, the artist proof, like the first one that she'll make, and sometimes she keeps it in her own collection or she'll sell it. So there's usually not a lot of, you know, the dolls in the edition dolls. And so that makes him rare because there's only 5 of them that I know of. And then he's also the one that is the dark skin. He's the darker African-American skin tone Andrew in his edition. I believe he's the only one this skin tone in his edition. And then he is the one that she made with the squishy tummy in his edition. So that makes him rare. He's the dark skin AA skin tone, and then the one with the squishy tummy. So I just feel really blessed to have him. As I said, if you follow me, like when I first saw him on his First Mommy's channel all those years ago, I just fell in love with this doll when I first seen him. And I was just so in awe of him. At the time, I hadn't seen like a lot of silicone babies in this dark skin tone and where they look so realistic like he does. And his sculpting and everything, I was just in awe when I seen him. And never ever when I seen him did I think in my wildest dreams that I would actually get him. You know, you may find one like him, like maybe it would have been another Andrew in the edition, but I didn't think I would exactly get the baby that I, you know, fell in love with, the exact one. So even all these years later, I can't still believe that I finally got a Clear Taylor edition doll and got the one that I, you know, that I wanted all those years ago. So we are going to dress him. So what I wanted to talk about as I am going to dress him is, I wonder, can I put my camera down without knocking it off? I do not trust my tripod, I'm telling you. I always tell you guys that. Okay, so that way you guys can see more of him as I dress him. He is also poured in 2 pieces, so he has the ball jointed neck. That's what that means. It allows the head to turn. And as I always say, I usually keep cornstarch under his neck, or I use the matting powder now. But say if you don't have matting powder because it's expensive, just to put under the neck, you can use the pure cornstarch that you buy at the grocery store. Is safe to put under there also, just to keep it, you know, turning easily so that you don't pop the ball joint, because that happens to a lot of these older babies where that ball joint will pop if it gets sticky under there from the silicone sticking to itself, and it won't turn. So you want to kind of keep under their neck powdered with some matting powder if you have it, or cornstarch. So what I wanted to mention and talk about in this video is, and I've talked about this before, is what is the doll's originals? When these dolls are made by artists like Claire Taylor, and now a lot of other artists that paint their own dolls, send the dolls home with originals. Claire Taylor is one of the well-known artists in the community. Silicone sculptor, pours her own silicone, paints it, roots the hair. That's what it means by when you say a Claire Taylor edition doll. It means that she made this doll starting from a ball of clay, making this doll from the very start of it to the very finish of like sculpting it, pouring it, molding it, painting it, rooting the hair. She did everything to this doll. So that's what you mean when you say a Claire Taylor edition doll, because she also sells doll kits, and they are sculpted by her as well, molded, poured into silicone, but then she doesn't paint them. She sells them blank, and then the artist can paint that doll, or you can paint it yourself if you want. So you're buying it as a blank doll. But these edition dolls, she's done everything to them from start to finish. And of course, her edition dolls cost more money. So when she sends home her edition dolls, she also sends them home with what you would call originals. So that is what I'm talking about in this video. What are the originals? So I have his originals in this, what do you call these bags again? I always forget the name of them. Organza bag? I can't think of the name. I don't know if that's what you call it. But these bags, she will send different things home with the baby that goes with the baby. And what I consider the originals to be, and I have Layla over here in the Mamaroo today. She is another Claire Taylor edition doll. As most of you know, I call her Layla. She is the Dwayne Awake, or the girls will call Dania or Dania. And I had dressed her in her originals last month for her 7th birthday in July. And I went over in that video also, what do I consider to be the originals? So for this baby, little Gabriel, I named him. Also, some of you know him as Kingston from his first mommy. But his edition is Andrew. So when he was sent home, he came home. This is one of his originals, his little shirt. It says Andrew on it. I consider that his original. It came with the little diaper cover, says Andrew on the back of it. Goes with the shirt. The bib goes with it. It says Andrew on it. These are his socks that she put on him with the outfit. The little, I believe these are Wilbeth little socks, the knit socks. I don't know. Okay, so say if you get this doll and he comes home with the outfit. Normally, she'll send them home sometimes with these originals on, Claire Taylor. And she'll put the socks on with the outfit. So to me, I keep these socks with the outfit. Because if I'm going to put it on him, like I'm going to put it on him now, I would want like something white, plain socks that could go with the, you know, the outfit. And I consider these outfits, to me, they remind you of like a little christening outfit. And then this is the blanket that goes with it. The little blanket also says Andrew. His little theme is the little choo-choo trains with the mountains. That's what it looks like. Yeah, little mountains are behind there. So now these to me are his originals. All of these things, except for the socks, have his name, his edition name. So for me, I keep this, you know, in his little bag. And if I were to ever sell him, which when I did sell him twice, I sent these with him. Because to me, these are his originals, right? So as I'm talking, I'm going to start putting this on him. So now when Claire Taylor sends these babies home, I love her presentation because she sends them home with these originals with the edition name on the outfit. And she'll send like blankets with the, you know, with the baby, and it has the name on it of the edition. In the beginning, with the blanket, she would just put Claire Taylor dolls on a lot of the blankets. Like she'll send a receiving blanket. It'll say Claire Taylor dolls on it. She'll send a few of the thicker blankets. They'll say Claire Taylor dolls. Now, in more recent years, she started putting the doll's edition name on all the blankets and the outfit that the baby comes home in. She'll just put the, you know, the edition name on pretty much everything. And now she even sends them like with a keepsake box, and it has the edition name on the box with all the baby's outfits in it and everything. Really nice. Like she really puts a lot of time and thought into how she sends her dolls home. Now for me, and also, which I don't have it out. I should have brought it out, but I didn't. He has a umbilical cord stump. Is magnetic. Is like the umbilical cord. You can put it on them for pictures. I'll try to put a picture of him with his little cord stump. That's also something, if I were to sell him, and when I did sell him, I also send his little cord stump with him. To me, that goes with the doll. With him, because I bought him off the secondary market, he didn't come with all of his other blankets that Claire Taylor sent with him. Like I didn't get the receiving blanket with him by the time I got him. I believe I was his third mommy at that time when he first came home to me. So the main things I got with him is this outfit that I'm putting on him with his edition name, and his bottle, which you just seen me feeding him with, and it has like that blue nipple on there for the boys. And what else did I get? The cord stump, his umbilical cord stump, which I still have that. And I believe that was it as far as his originals. So that is what I send him with. Like when I did sell him, or if I were to sell him in the future, that's what these are the things I consider to be his originals, and they are what I would send him to his next mommy with. Now, Claire Taylor also puts other outfits in the box with the babies. Really nice outfits. Like she'll usually send them with a knit outfit from Will Beth. I didn't get that with him, so I wouldn't be able to send that anywhere with him because I didn't get those things. And that is the whole point of my conversation today. What do you consider to be the originals? For me, it's the outfit that I'm putting on the baby right now because it has his edition name on it of Andrew. all of the other stuff that I feel like Claire puts in the box is not really the originals. She puts it in there with the baby, but it doesn't have the edition name on it. So I have had this discussion on other videos in the past. On this channel, which this is my newer channel, I've had this channel for 4 years. My original channel I had longer, and it has more. I had more subscribers on that old channel, which is Erica Jones. That channel definitely had more videos, and I know on that channel is when I got him all those years ago. I talked about what do you consider to be the originals, and I probably did that video on that channel more than once, I'm sure. And I probably did talked about it on this channel more than once, because I know I talked about it last month when I dressed Layla over here in her originals last month. I'm pretty sure I talked about it. So this is how the diaper cover looks on the baby, because then it has the name on the tushy on the back of it. And then when you turn them over, it has the name of the edition on the front of the shirt. So these things I would send home with them for sure. If I sold this baby, I would send this outfit home with him, along with the socks, because I keep it with it, and then the blanket, of course, what he's wearing, and his bib. All I consider his originals. Now, anything else that Claire included with him in his box didn't have the like Andrew name on it. To me, I don't consider those an original. I consider those just extra gifts that Claire Taylor puts in the box with the baby. I feel like it's up to the mommy or the collector that bought the baby at the time if she wanted to include those extra gifts in with the baby when she sold the baby. I don't feel like those extra outfits are a part of the originals. Yes, they are from Claire Taylor, but I feel like the extra gifts that she puts in the box that don't have the baby's name on it, the edition name on it, I don't feel like those would really be the originals. I feel like those are just gifts that Claire includes with the baby. So for me, but everybody can have their own opinion. So for me, if I sold this baby, I would definitely send him home to his new mommy, probably dressed in this outfit with his edition name Andrew on it, with these socks to go with, I would put the socks on him to go with his little outfit. Most likely wrap him in this blanket, and then of course I would buy another blanket from me that is bigger and plushy and nice to wrap him in also to protect him while he's traveling in his box. And that would be from me, that whatever blanket that I include, additional blanket with him. And extra outfits that I would buy and include in his box opening, which would be gifts from me to the next mommy. That, and of course his COA, you want to definitely include, which I have his COA. I should have actually brought that out here too. But I have his certificate of authenticity from Claire Taylor. I would definitely send that with him. His bottle, as I said, would go with him with the blue nipple on it. And I don't even think this is his original bottle. I think I accidentally gave away his with the blue nipple, but I have this one. I must have mixed up this bottle with somebody else's, because I've had many Claire Taylor dolls over the years at this point. But nevertheless, somebody else got his blue nipple bottle that was a Claire Taylor doll. He'll get this one. And what else? His umbilical cord stump. I definitely wouldn't, send that with him. I'm feeling like this bottle is leaking the milk for some reason. Like I'm feeling something wet on the bottle. That's why now when I send these bottles, I don't send them with the milk in them. I'll just put a little magic milk in it that I have, but I don't add water anymore because this stuff leaks sometimes when the baby be traveling and you don't want stuff leaking all out in the box. So anyway, I would include the outfit, the socks, this blanket, the bottle, his umbilical cord stump, his COA. Those to me are definitely his originals. Those are what I would, these things are what I would include in his box with him if I were to sell him on again to another collector or mommy. The extra stuff like that Claire Taylor originally put in his box opening, I never got those things. They were not sent to me from the collector that I purchased him from. I actually purchased him off of eBay. And I was so blessed to like be just browsing on eBay as I always do and still do. And I seen him on there and I purchased him right off of eBay. So those things were not included with him. I never got them. These are the originals that I consider to be the originals with the baby's edition name on it. That's what I got with him. I still have them. And I would include them with him if he went to another mommy. Each time he left me, I sent these things with him. And thankfully, the collectors that I sold him to kept these originals with him, and each time I bought him back from someone else, they sent them back with him, and I still have them. And these are what I consider to be the originals. All the other stuff I feel like that Claire Taylor puts in the boxes with the baby, all the other outfits she includes, those are gifts from her, but I don't feel like you're obligated to send those things to the next mommy because they don't have the edition name on it for this doll. They are, to me, gifts that Claire Taylor included, and I don't feel like you're obligated to send those with the baby. But I do feel like the edition name on the outfit, this outfit with Andrew on it, the blanket, the bottle that she normally sends, his umbilical cord stump, and his COA along with him should all go to the next mommy. But I've gotten Claire Taylor dolls on secondary market many times in the past years. They did not come with any of the originals. Like, they didn't come with the bottle from Claire Taylor. They didn't have like the outfit with their name on it. They didn't come with nothing from Claire Taylor. I was blessed to get the doll and the COA, and that was it from Claire Taylor. But everybody do their stuff different. But for me, I feel like you should at least, if you have, you know, the outfit with the edition name on it, and of course the bottle with the colored silicone nipple on it from Claire, if you have it, you would send that with the baby. For me, like I said, I would buy extra little outfits and things and a thicker blanket to go with him if I were selling him along with these originals. That's what I would send the baby home with. But you know, it's up to each individual collector how they do things. But for me, definitely this outfit is part of his originals with his edition name. His umbilical cord, his COA should go travel with him if he were to go to a new mommy from me. And then I would include extra gifts from me to the next mommy. Now, some people may dispute that and feel like everything Claire put in the box for the baby should go to the next mommy. The outfit with the name, all the other outfits she puts in, and everything should go to the next mommy. But as I said, I've bought dolls off the secondary market in the past, and you don't get any of that stuff that Claire put in the box that were gifts from her. I didn't get any of that stuff. You lucky, like I said, if I got the outfit with the baby's name on it, the edition name, and the COA, you're lucky to get that. Even like with the bottle, sometimes, a lot of times I bought dolls in the past, they didn't come with the bottle, and the bottle does not have a name on it. It's just a glass bottle that Claire normally sends, and she makes the nipples that go on them. A lot of times you don't get this with the baby, and it doesn't say the baby's name on it. Also with him, he came with this and also Claire usually sends them home with the hospital hat. A lot of times I've never gotten this. This is his, so I would send him with his hospital hat too. That's his original hospital hat, I'm assuming, because it came with him. And he also came with this gown from his first mommy with his name that she named him, Kingston. I still have this in his originals and the hat that says Kingston on it. So each time I sold him, I send this gown that says Kingston and his hat. Because he is a famous baby in the community and his original name was Kingston. And that is what I still kind of see him as, Kingston, even for me. Although I named him Gabriel, sometimes I still call him Gabriel Kingston Andrew. He has 3 names. So, you know, when I sold him, or if I were to sell him, I still include this with him with his originals. To me, like, they are a part of his originals. So that is how I send my babies if they are Clear Taylor dolls and they come with any of their originals with their names on it. I just kind of keep it together, and even if I put it on them sometimes, once I take it back off of the baby, I put it back in his little bag, you know, and these are his originals. But no, I don't, I don't feel like all that other stuff that Claire puts in the box with the baby that doesn't have the edition name on it, I don't feel like those are part of the originals to me. I feel like if you want to include that other stuff with the baby, if you sell them, then you can. I feel like that's optional to each mommy if they want to do that when they sell the baby, because it's a lot of other outfits that Claire does include, and most of the time I never got any of that stuff when I buy the doll secondary market. What's important to me as the collector, definitely when I buy the doll and it's an edition doll, or even some of the dolls now that Claire sells that say Bubbles, for instance, those are not really edition dolls when she first started selling them blank, but they come with the little blanket, and I believe it says Bubbles on it. That I would send with the doll. Or if it says Alex on it, like the Alex edition, I would send with the doll as well, because it says, the doll's name on it. But that's what I consider originals. Really, really is when it has the edition name on that outfit. I feel like that outfit should travel with that baby as it's sold and goes from collector to collector or mommy to mommy. I feel like these clothes with their name should go with them. Like, for instance, Layla's stuff. I have it in this big box, which I need a new one because this one is starting to get a little busted up. But I have all of Layla's stuff. Layla over here, because she's, like I said, an edition doll as well from Claire. And in the box, I have Layla's originals in there, as you can see. And if I were to ever sell Layla, which I don't want to sell him or Layla, but if I were to ever sell them, all of this stuff would go with Layla. Now, Layla is the one Claire Taylor baby that I bought directly from Claire Taylor. So I have more of Layla's stuff that came with her. I have all like the big blankets that came with her, the little blankets that came with her. Her little christening outfit is in here. This bag is hers, like with her stuff. I would send all of this stuff to, the next mommy. Her blanket says Clear Taylor Dolls on it. It doesn't have, it doesn't say Dania on it. Most of Layla's stuff, because she's the girl Dwayne, it says Dania or Denia on it. So all of this stuff I consider to be Layla's originals. All of these thick blankets, all of this stuff, the hospital blanket, I would send with her because I feel like I wouldn't have any use for it if I sell her. Like, I would no longer need these things because they say her edition name on it. So they would, this stuff would travel with her if I sold her. Now, with Layla, because I got her directly from Claire as a custom, I have still some of the other outfits that she came home with from Claire Taylor in this plastic. I still have them. Now, this stuff doesn't say Dania on it or Dwayne Wade. These are just extra gifts that Claire Taylor put in the box. I feel like these outfits, if I want to send them with her also, I could. But I don't feel like I have to because they don't say the edition name. They're just outfits. They're gifts. To me, I consider these extra gifts from Claire for the baby. But I feel like if I wanted to keep these, I could because they don't say Dania on them. Or if I want to include them with her, I could just send them with her. These I feel like are not part of the originals because they do not say the sculpt name or the edition name on these. These I feel like are just gifts from Claire, and if I want to include them with the doll, if I were to sell her, I would send them. But if I don't want to, I feel like I don't have to send these because they're just outfits. They're gifts that Claire included. But definitely this stuff, I feel like these are the originals, and they say Claire Taylor on them, and they say Dania, and they would go with this baby girl over here if I were to ever sell her. I feel like these are definitely her originals. But everybody might have, their own opinion on that and how they would want to do it. I feel like once you buy the doll and you pay your money for it, is really up to you how, if you were to sell the doll on, how you would do it is up to each individual person. But I do like when I buy a doll by Claire Taylor and it comes with at least the outfits with the name on it, the part of the originals that have the edition name on them. To me, these are the originals. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video, to clarify that. If anyone was ever confused about what I said I consider should go with the baby if I were to sell them, and what are the originals. If anybody else want to talk about what do you consider the originals, feel free to also put up a video and let me know if you do, and I will definitely come over and watch your video. Okay, guys, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care and stay safe.